Welcome to Good Grief, where we explore life's challenges and how to overcome them. I'm your host, Sri Lakshmi, and I'm joined with Roa and Yara. And today we're diving into the topic of moving on after a dream is lost. We've all experienced the disappointment of seeing a dream slip away, whether it's a career aspiration, a relationship goal, or like even a personal ambition.
Yeah.
But despite the pain,
I can.
can you guys relate?
I can have a whole episode on this on my own.
The number of times I might have even cried because I lost a follower on Instagram, like that itself is like a personal goal in my head. So we don't talk about this enough. And these are things that can add up. It could be a professional thing or even a relationship goal. Because that follower you lost could also be a best friend who's like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. So, those things. Yeah, right? But despite the pain, it's possible to find a path forward. I've got some tried and tested strategies to help you navigate through this challenging time. And it is normal. It's completely normal to like want to deal with this. Mm-hmm. Firstly, it's important to acknowledge your feelings. Denying or suppressing your emotions will only prolong the healing process. Take the time to grieve the loss of your dream. Allow yourself to feel sad, angry, frustrated. Remember, it's okay to not be okay. Mm-hmm. Like there are some moments when I end up sending like job applications on LinkedIn and stuff like that. And if I talk to my friends about how I don't see it going anywhere, I'm immediately shut down. Like they're saying it's okay, it's not a big deal, it's just LinkedIn, whatever. But I think it should be acknowledged that that moment I want to feel sad because I am trying to get a job that I want, but it's just not happening. It's not working out, and we should be allowed to feel, bad about it.
Right. Yeah. And when you get that rejection.
It's the worst. Like, I'd rather be ghosted instead of getting the rejection because then it's just like,
But
stays.
also you get sad. Like, why are they not, replying back? Like,
am I not good enough? Is my resume?
Start doubting yourself.
Yeah. It always goes there because immediately it's easier to just blame yourself than anyone else. Also at that point, it could just be anything else, but you want to feel sad about it. But yeah, the next thing is to gain perspective. So reflect on what you've learned from pursuing your dream. Every setback is an opportunity for growth. Consider the skills you've got, the relationships you've formed, the experiences you've gained along the way. These are valuable assets that can enrich your journey from moving forward. It's also time to redefine your goals. That's the next strategy. Just because one dream didn't come true, it doesn't mean you're destined for failure. And I think that's really important because the more and more you see rejection, you think, this is what my future is going to be and this is how life is going to be. But that's not true. It just might take longer for some people and like lesser for some others.
I think the biggest disappointment is when you see like an opportunity that you really like, you start imagining and dreaming and you build your life around this vision that's not even real. Like nothing shows that this is going to happen. And I feel that's where we get the biggest hit.
Yeah, the internet now calls it the Delulu self. Like that's what you're thinking about, right? Like, oh, what if I do this and this is how it's going to be? But you have no idea that maybe it might just not work out, but you've dreamt this whole dream. And yeah, sometimes it just sucks.
But it's interesting to see how people turned into, as you said, the term Delulu, like into something that's so painful, into something that's comedic, like to cope with the pain. Yes. Like it turned into like a meme.
It's like a comedy tragedy.
Is the
So I would say take this opportunity to reassess your priorities and set new objectives. Mm-hmm. What truly matters to you, what do you aspire to achieve, channel your energy into pursuits and align them with your values and passions. This is a great time for the ones who like Excel, Notion, Word documents. Just keep listing down everything because I think when you see it on paper and when you see like all of your skills just on paper, it makes things real. Like because if you don't see yourself or if you don't see the things that you can do, sometimes it just gets lost in the whole vibe and you forget that you have to remind yourself about these things. Yeah. Additionally, and I think this is really important, like don't keep things within yourselves. Like don't think that this is something you have to deal with alone.
Yeah, don't hold anything in.
Yeah. So seek support from others. Surround yourselves with your friends, your family, or a support group that can offer encouragement and understanding. Share your story with them and don't hesitate.
If no one's willing to listen, just cry it out.
Yeah.
Cry it out, be everyone's problem.
Honestly, yes. Because I think when we go through like a breakup or when we go through another form of grief that some people might think it's a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
That time everyone's all ears. But what if something I didn't have was lost also, just because I have this dream, it might not be a physical thing.
You had like a tiny hope that it would be.
Why not open up a safe space and talk about it to your friends? Because I'm sure everyone would understand. Like right now when I'm talking about it, I already know that you guys relate. Even though we haven't shared our stories or our personal things, but we, like I know you guys relate.
Yeah.
And I think that's really important. Like really surround yourselves with people that matter and don't do any of this alone. So you're not alone in this journey, and the strength in community is really important. Even if you don't have friends, you can talk to your parents also about it, because I feel like parents also go through a lot of this and they just keep it to themselves. So hearing their stories, and if you look up to your parents, it's nice to know that, hey, these people did something and they're doing great, so I too can do great. It's fine.
Or you can see what they're not doing right,
and do the exact opposite.
Do the opposite.
Okay, this is my favorite tip, but practice self-care. Because just because something didn't work out for you, it doesn't mean you have to be, like mean to yourself. Actually do the work for yourself, because you completely deserve it. And if not you, who else? So take care of your physical, emotional, and mental well-being during this time. Engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Like go get a massage, join a pottery class, do something that makes you feel accomplished, because it could come in so many forms. It need not be like a win at work or a win at something else. Like even if you go work out, just be happy that, hey, that 1 hour was so productive and you like broke a sweat. Or if you go for a pottery class, like at least I made this little cute vase, like it's something. Or a mug, I don't know. I did pottery for like 2 days. It wasn't the best experience. But yeah, whether it's exercising, meditation, or like pursuing a creative hobby, prioritize your self-nurturing activities that replenish your spirit. So remember, moving on after a dream is lost is a process, not an event. Be patient with yourself and celebrate the small victories along the way. With time and resilience, you'll discover new dreams, pursue and find fulfillment in unexpected places. And you'll hear this a lot in this podcast, because these things don't end in like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Like a lot of these things take time. Grief takes time. Dealing with it takes time. So please take your time, like just as much as you can. This is a great way for you to just catch up on your sleep or start a hobby or meditate for no reason. Like it's completely fine. Anyways, so yeah, with time and resilience, you'll discover new dreams to pursue and find fulfillment in an unexpected place. But that's for today's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in to Good Grief, the podcast. I hope you found these insights helpful in navigating life's twists and turns. Until next time, keep moving forward and remember, good grief, you're not alone.